In the past, as Clifford Geertz observed in the 1950s, betting on a Balinese cockfight is a complex affair. First, in order to even participate, you have to be someone. All gamblers are prestigious men. Losers play outside the ring at sheer chance games like dice or cards. For any cockfight, then, there are two categories of bets going on simultaneously: the central bet in the center of the ring and the side bets among the spectators. The central bet is a serious business because the stakes are so high. This is status gambling. Large sums are being wagered and reputations are on the line. Officially, the bet is between the two men whose cocks are fighting, but each man has a group of 5 to 10 loyal families, neighbors, or friends behind him, also contributing to the bet. Pooling resources in this way, bets can be anywhere between the equivalent of 2 weeks to 2 months' pay. Fortunately for the loser, only kin, or rather affiliates, can put money into the pot, so a cockfighter will never be in gambling debt to anyone who isn't an ally. The side bets are much smaller money. The outcome is less socially significant, and so the gamblers are more boisterous, shouting out their bets like they're on a trading room floor. Bets run in the short to long numerical series. The shorter the bet, the closer the odds are 1-to-1, meaning small amounts of money can be won or lost. The shortest bet possible is 10-9. The longer the bet, the more money there is to be won or lost. The longer bet can double a winner's gambler's money at 2-to-1. Most bets end up falling somewhere in between. Bets are initiated by supporting the cock that is expected to lose. They shout out the odds they want, and if they find a willing opponent to bet on a favored bird, they will be answered with a number. If the opponents don't like the odds, they will simply reply by shouting a distinguishing feature of the favored bird, like brown or speckled. The bettor who is betting on a bird more likely to lose will have to move along the scale to a shorter bet until someone takes him up on it. If another gambler is especially confident about their favorite bird winning, they may call out to make the bet longer odds. All this betting may seem to be spontaneous, but is in fact governed by unspoken rules. The outcome of the bets follow a trend. While the side bets are somewhat unpredictable, the center bet often ends up even money. That is, with each cockfighter having a 50-50 chance of winning or losing, and the winner taking the exact amount wagered. Furthermore, at the heart of it, a bet is always a social declaration, so gamblers have to watch their step. In any match, a gambler must bet on the family, friend, or village bird to show allegiance. Cockfights are never between relatives and friends. If a gambler discovers that he is in some way affiliated with both men in the rings, he will not bet at all. Instead, to avoid problems, he'll simply walk away. If a gambler betting on the side isn't related to either cockfighter, but his kinman is also betting, then he will need to keep his intended bet secret. Because if affiliates discuss the fight, but then bet on different birds, the relationship will be strained. Opposing bets in this situation can even lead to ongoing hostility or outright fights. If a gambler is already angry with someone, though, then he will bet heavily against that man's bird in a frank and direct attack on his opponent's masculinity and status. Given all these rules, the most intense cockfights are the one between equally high-status men fighting evenly matched, high-quality roosters. With two fine cocks closely identified with two well-respected men, the outcome of the fight is quite unpredictable, which leads to even higher bets, which leads then to a greater risk of losing face and status, and a greater chance of powerful, out-of-control motions at winning or losing. Ultimately, though, despite all the money changing hands, as a cockfighter, Tajen is not truly about gambling with money, but gambling with your feelings, your public image and status, and your sense of self. Will you emerge victorious or be utterly defeated? It is not so much about winning the bet, but vanquishing your opponent. So do these rules of the game hold true today?